Okay, so let's begin with today's class. Last class we did saw the various transformations. Okay, let me open the last class basic cleaning file. So okay, let it open. Fine. So what did we see? We saw the various options under, for transformations. We saw how to extract values. Previously, we have seen how to, you know, how to remove, how to, clean the data based, how to remove the blank rows, how to do various activities. Let's open this Power Query editor and let's check the data. So during last class, we did see the stored size, fine. And today we'll see some more uh, transformations. Let's see, and we were seeing the extract function, right? Extract below values. So the extract function will be available in the under transform ribbon, right? Let's see if we want to, just get the two. We want to just get these two values, two late characters. Okay, the state, and we have state abbreviation. We have the ct in the same column. So we want to get the different part of this string state abbreviation and ct string. How we can get the values from different part of this string, right? To get, there are so many, there are few ways to get this information. One way is to get, one way is to get the string characters through extraction. Let's see how we can extract the values. Fine, we can extract based on the delimiter. We can, and we have seen this during our last class, right? So today, based on the, here, first characters, last characters, or other delimiters, we can do the transformation. Fine, extract the values. Let's see for the based on first character how we can get the character. We'll get the first two character because we have the state, values in those two characters. Let's see. So first of all, you have to select the column. Okay. Now, just click on the extract function and on characters, extract first characters. So first two characters like this, you can extract, right? Let's explore the other options to extract the columns. We can also extract based on length. Okay. So text length, we can extract the text length. What is the number of, length? What are the, characters, right? The text length we are getting here. Fine. Next, we see we can get the last characters, and even we can get the range of characters, right? Starting index, you can say like first character starting index is 0, or the starting index is 10, and then you have the number of characters, how many numbers of characters you want to get, right? So let's see, you want to get the next 5 characters. So like this you can extract. Fine. You can extract the columns based on the text range, right? And we have this delimiter option, right? So how you can get, and here the data is in such a way that we can get extract our information based on the delimiter. So in delimiter also, suppose we are getting this first uh, things before delimiter, right? So before the first delimiter we want to get the whatever string is there before the first delimiter, what we want to extract those. So that can be done by this. And here you can see based on the pattern of the string values, based on the pattern of the column values, right? You can apply your extract function. Okay. Also, let's see that you want to extract the same column and don't want to extract the characters before the first delimiter, but you want to extract the middle. Uh, you know, you want to extract the middle values, that is state abbreviation. How you will do that? You have to use the text between delimiters, right? What are the delimiters between delimiters? So this is first delimiter, and the next delimiter is again end delimiter is same. You may have different delimiter also. So let's see. So you get the middle, that state abbreviation information, right? Uh, Also, you can utilize your you can utilize the first before text before first delimiter, or text after delimiter. How you will do that after delimiter? You can you can use the advanced option also. So you can skip the first delimiter and you want to get the information after the second delimiter. So like that, and what is the delimiter? Space, and then hash, then this, and you will get the second delimiter, right? So this way you are able to get the city information, right? But what we want to actually do, we want to separate out all of these three parts, right? So how we can do that? Okay, so that it can be done easily by using the split function, split column function, right? So this is the split column function, and you have the various options for splitting the values, right? That can be done through using the by delimiter, or by number of characters, or by positions, right? Or lowercase to uppercase to lowercase, digit to non-digit, non-digit to digit. So all these options are available. So at least, but you have to have a boundary defined to get the information, right? So using delimiter, we can get the values splitted, and here this delimiter is all automatically picked up, right? So this is the delimiter, and it is all automatically picked up if we just use this for the split column by delimiter function. This is done so easily here. Now you can see we get three columns, right? And we can also rename it easily. Just you have to right click it, and first is state, right? And for all of the columns, you have to do the same thing. You have to rename it. You have to give a proper naming, right, for all of the columns, and it will be shown in the that data pane, right? We'll see this. Let's see. This is state abbreviation, state abbreviation, and we have this city. Last one is city column, right? Also, just remember one thing here. Uh, these columns, right? You can reorder the column position. Okay, just what you have to do is uh, Just hold down the mouse key button. Okay, hold down the key button and move it, drag it anywhere. So that can be, you can order it, you know, just by holding the mouse button. Fine. And next thing is also one thing you may have, you may have some doubt, kind of, how can we select multiple columns at a time, right? You just need to have the control button, pressed. You just need to have the, you have to hold down the control button and select the multiple columns one at a time. So these columns you can select. Also, you can select even even if it is not continuous columns, you are not selecting the all the columns. Also, that can be also done. So that's how you have to hold down the control key button, right? Then you can select multiple columns for different activities. Different activities in the sense you can perform the, you change the data types. You can do some other operations on if the columns are common, fine. So that can be done. So, and another way is if you are selecting all the columns, okay, if you want to select from column store ID till state abbreviation OCT, what you have to do, just hold down the shift key, okay, and then click on the last first column and last column, and everything is selected. You can perform actions, common actions on all the columns, and that is so easy here. Fine. Now that is done for the split function. Let's use some more information on the split. So what you can do for the split, how you can use uh, how you can use the different options of the split function. So here this is by number of characters you want to split. So you may want to split the number of characters as like five characters or 10 characters you want to split. So let's see and how you what will happen. You'll see that every five column, right? Every five it is getting splitted. So that you can also do. Even what else can you do? You can do by position, right? You have now, that there's a fixed there is a fixed pattern, okay, and that and that fixed pattern you can use as a position, right? So here you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. After seventh position you want to, and then you have 3, and then you have 5. Okay, seventh position, then 11th position, then 16th position, then 16th position, and this is done. So you can see, starting from seventh position, it is getting, so first position will start from 0. So then only, so here if you want to also change it, right? So you can change this using this function. You can change this using this. Just go to the gear icon and click it. That same step will be. You can reconfigure the same step, and that can be done easily. So now you see that this is done. Fine. So Uh, you can split by positions using separated, comma separated. Also, you can use the lowercase to uppercase, uppercase to lowercase, and digit to non-digit, non-digit to digit. So first is digit to non-digit. Let's see how it works. Digit to non-digit. So you have first two digit, then you have the comma, you have the dot, then you have the non-digit, and you have again non-digit as slash, right? And this way you can split the columns, fine. But how we want to split it, we know that this has only latitude and longitude. So to split these columns, we can use latitude and longitude by delimiter. And what is the delimiter? This is the space, then slash, then space. This this is the delimiter we want to use here to split the column. Fine. So looks like this delimiter doesn't work because what did we have in the delimiter? Maybe, oh, we had two spaces, so that was the reason that it didn't work properly. Let's now work on it again, and now this is fine, right? You have to rename the columns for proper naming. Latitude, right? Latitude, and this is longitude. This is longitude, right? So this is how you can use the split function and extract function, right? Now, the city and the state and all those things are separated. So next, we want to visualize, or the company, they want to see their store size in different state, right? And before that, let's go to the, let's close and apply and see the visualization. Okay, there seems to be some issue. So there seems to be some issue. Okay, let me save it if I can. The file seems to be corrupted. So still we cannot save it. Mhm. So let's get this visualization again. Let's get the visualization. we can get a stacked column chart. Fine. Now we want to see the size, store size on, we want to see the store size for a city. Looks like I have some issue. Okay, let me close this. Fine, and open this. Let me do the same steps again quickly. And to split this, go to transform and split the columns by delimiter. And delimiter is space. This is automatically picked up a space and space, and it is done. So just need to rename it properly. State abbreviation and city. Fine. Now we want to also split this. How you can do that? Split by delimiter. And what is the delimiter here? First thing is space, then slash, then space, and this is done. So first is long latitude, and second one is longitude. Longitude. So this is done. Now we can also, the data types are same. Only thing is, so for all of these, this is fine. Latitude and longitude will be time zone. Fine. So you can right click and change type. This will be a time zone. Fine. So that will be automatically picked up. Let's see. So this can be again used in visualization. The latitude and longitude can be used in visualizations. We'll see this. Fine. But for now, let's close it and apply. So you can see that the column, right, is now splitted and the name has got changed. So we have this error now that this state abbreviation city column is not available, right? So in that case, we have to just fix it, remove it, right? And now we had here the city, right? City, and then here you can just rearrange this, and that is done, completed. Fine. So now we want to analyze something more. We want to just see the store size by uh, by state using a visualization. Let's see it using column stacked column chart. Okay, so the state will be the x-axis and the store size will be on the y-axis. So we will see many other, just we are seeing here the split function, and we are not going to see for now. We are not seeing the other information here, right? Other information means visualization. We are not seeing the detail of the visualizations. We will again discuss these details and about the visualizations, everything in the next 1 2 classes. So we'll see that later. But for now, we are what are we seeing is the split function and how we can utilize that function for creating our visualization, right? So this is state, or we can go for state abbreviation, and this is stacked column chart, and this state should be not in legend but in x-axis, right? Now you see the which city has the maximum store size, that is Texas, and we have 412. And how easily we can find out uh, the we can find out the store size of different states, cities, and all. And this is how we can quickly create the visualizations in Power BI, right? So similarly, you have the same things, the same similar things you are seeing in this table format, and the similar information in visualization format, this stack chart, bar chart. Then you can see that you can easily compare the informations here, and the maximum, minimum, everything you can find out from the visualization. That's fine. So let's move to our next topic for today. So that's what we have. We are able to, we have completed the extract values, the split values. So how to split the columns, and that will be very helpful. These splitting functions may be very helpful when we have some kind of first name, last name, third, middle name in as a full name, and we want to split the different part of the name to different columns. Or similarly, you have a similarly you have some kind of text file, and that text file also you have comma separated or something like that, right? So even though we have the option to get the data, and but after getting also the data, we may have our data structured in such a way that we have some delimiter, and we want to create the columns out of the using the delimiter, so we can easily do that. Okay. Similarly, one case is from the email ID. You can get the username, the domain of they are working, right? So all those things, email, the domain of the email server, and all, you can get all those information, extract all those information very easily. Fine. Now let's check the other operations. We will be seeing the text operations there, right? So what kind of text operations we'll see? Let's open the files in Power Query Editor. Suppose a file, this file, suppose this file has some spaces at the beginning and at the end. So how can we remove those kind of spaces? Do you have any idea? So that can be easily done using, that can be easily done just using the transform options, transformations. Fine. Here you can transform the text data to lowercase, uppercase, clean. See all these information, stream, capitalized each word. So all these informations, all these way you can transform the uh, text information. Then the same, right? The similar activities you can also perform in Excel. So most of the Excel capabilities, almost all of the Excel capabilities, you'll notice in Power BI, right? And similar kind of operations are also available in different databases, right? So let's see how you can remove the spaces from the first, leading and trailing spaces from a column. So you can just use the trim function. So it will remove the start and ending spaces. Fine. Also, there's another function called uh, clean function, right? Let's see. We have a function called transform, and then we have a function called clean function. What does it do? It will, even clean some of the control characters from within the string. Okay, so control character, type characters, next line characters, new line characters, and all those things, it can clean from the string. Okay, so that is very helpful also. And also we can apply even after clean transformation, we can apply the trim also to remove the spaces from the from the beginning and the ending of a string. That can be done so easily. Fine. Now we have just seen the clean and trim function, right? We can also let's see here transform, and this we can send to lower. We can even change it to transform it to upper, or we can transform it to capitalized each word. So you can see now again each word is capitalized. Fine. So that's how you can perform the text operations, various text operations. You can also check all of those options, various options. You practice it. Okay. After each session, whenever I give you the assignment, you check all these options, various options, okay, and try it out. It will help you in performing various cleaning activities. Okay, now we have also the numerical functions, how we can use those numerical functions. A numerical function, right? So if you see here, go to transform. We want to now apply the numerical functions, right? So as you can see, here we have number columns, here you have text columns, right? We will see the other options called merge columns and parse and formatting. So these under text column, right? These options again we'll see later, when and as it comes, right? So here another, operations, that is uh, number column, numeric operations, right? How, what are the various numeric operations we can perform? You can see, looking at this, that this numeric options is disabled. So why this is disabled, right? So numeric function can be applied only for the data type numeric. Okay, number data type. Whenever we have a number data type, only on that data type we can apply the numeric function. Let's see. So we have the number data type as this is stored size as number data type. Now you can see this is enabled. Oh, okay. So all these trigonometry function, rounding function, and these functions we'll see in the upcoming classes also. And today we will see the standard functions. Okay. You have the statistics, and if you see the statistics, right, You can go and check the statistics here. It will sum of the values of all the informations, store size informations. That can be easily done, but this is not very useful. Let's see. This, go to transform, right? Select the store size. We can perform the various numerical functions here. What are those numerical functions? Add, multiply, subtract, right? Divide, integer, divide value. Let's say add. You want to add some more, 10 square feet of space to all of your store, right? So that can be easily done just by adding 10. So it will, add to all of these stores the 10 is per size, and you can see this calculation. Also, you can perform some actions, kind of like you want to add some, uh, uh, you want to see the 10% of the store size, fine, which is not useful. So let's see. um, how you can do duplicate a column, and we want to see the 10% of the store size. 10% of the store size. 10% of store size, fine. 10% of store size, and we want to move this column towards the store size. 10% of store size. Store size and 10% of store size, right? So how will you do this 10% of store size? You just go to the standard functions and multiply, and do this 10% into multiply, 0 multiply 0.1, right? It will give you the 10%. Right, it will give you 10% information, right? So this is what 10% store size is, right? This, you may consider like this size, this store, this area, right? This is not usable for the store. You can think like that. So that's why you want to just analyze what is the net, store size you want to use. Okay, you are going to use it, fine. So now you want to just do the subtraction out of it. You can go to. So this is how you can calculate. You can perform the various uh, calculations. You can perform the numerical functions, and this is very easy and very basic numerical functions: add, multiply, division, integer, divide, modulo, percentage, and all these things, right? So modulo, what will it do? It will give you the reminder of dividing each number, right, in the selected column by a specified value, right? Here also calculate a specified percentage of the values in the selected column. You want to calculate the specified percentage, the values in the column, fine. So specified percentage right here. Suppose you want to specify percentage 10%, you want to calculate 10% is 2.7%, right? So likewise, you can calculate the different, and out of some value, percent of, calculate the values in the selected column as a percent of your specified value. You can give some specified value, right? 100 or 5 or something like that. So out of that value in the cell, uh, So what percentage is the value out of 100 is in the cell. So this is 27%, 37%, like that. Fine. So that's how we can apply the various basic standard of math operations, and this is all it is done using the some using some numbers, right? So we don't here the numbers are not dynamic or using any variable. You have to do directly using a number. That's fine. Now we have covered the text operation. Also, we have covered the numerical operation, add, multiplication, subtraction, and all these things. And that too, if with respect to the numbers, we are not, using these. We are not using these numerical functions with other variables or using a variable or doing some complex calculation. So these complex calculations with the numbers and all these things will be done during the DAX classes. Fine. So that we'll see in the future classes, right? But for now, we have checked the many text operation, numerical operations, and all these kind of operations. These are all basic to the Power BI. Fine. Now close and apply. Okay. So that is done. Closed and applied. We cannot let me open this. So this is where we have already got our data. Fine. The percentage and all those things. So average of percentage we can get. So what is the average of a store size, which is 10% of a store. So we may want to get the percentage of 10% of a store size is in x-axis and city is in y-axis. And you can see what is the 10%, what does the 10% means. So like that, if some useful information is there, so you can show it easily using the bar graphs and some other visualizations, which we will see one by one during our next classes. Fine. The next topic I want to take on is, you know, creating the model, getting data from different sources. Okay. So what we have seen till now is basic cleaning. Okay. Cleaning junk values, cleaning blank values, cleaning columns. So all those and changing data types, everything, and the transformations, extract values, the split values, the different transform operations, text operations, and the numerical functions and all. So we have till now seen all these Power BI capabilities, right? Power BI functions and all. Okay. Now we want to create our model. Okay, as you know, where can we create? This is the model view. This is report view where we create our report, right? And this is data view where we can see our raw data, right? And the next one is model, right? To create the model, we will use our data set from the AdventureWorks company. AdventureWorks company has a fixes, manufacturing data. Okay, this is a cycle manufacturer. Fine. So we want to create the dashboard out of that, right? Finally, that using that manufacturing data. So again, this Adventure Works manufacturing data. is a simple database data from Microsoft, which is used in various Microsoft database like SQL Server database. We get the data from SQL Server database, so that can be used for our purpose, right, to create the dashboard. Right now, let's see this. Right, we want to bring all of those data, get data, and we are having the data in text files. That can be get from we get the sales information, sales 2015, and we have to do the transformation. First transformation is removing the first top rows, remove top two rows. Then we make the first row as headers. Also, we remove the all of the blank rows, remove all of the blank rows. Fine. Top two rows. Then what happened? That first row as header. So there may be some issue we are seeing here. Let's go back to the source again. Now, what we want to do is we want to first remove the rows, top two rows. Then we want to do the first row as header. Removed top rows, promoted headers, promoted to headers, fine. But it doesn't show the header. Remove the blank rows. If we have any duplicate rows, that can be also removed. Also the NA values, right? Let me get this again. Delete it, and I want to get the cells again. New source, from here you get the text and get the 2015 data. This comma separated first 200, first two columns, first two rows, remove the first two rows, then promoted as headers. Okay, now it is done, promoted as headers, fine. Next thing is we want to do some kind of more cleaning, so that can be done. Remove the blank rows, fine, and also we want to check this information. What is the information here for NA values? Also, we may have some blank, so it looks like there is no blank. Fine. And looking at these rows, it looks like it doesn't have any information. So you have to always check before you remove any data, right? You have to always check whether it has the different rows have the information. Okay, so that's fine. Now it is done, and we will not do much. We will not do much of the activities on this file now. Let's close this file, and we'll get some more file. Let's get some more file. So we can get the customers file and load the information here. Use the first row as a header. Now, if anything looks suspicious, you just check on that. Any issues on data, you check on those issues and clean the information. So that is also done. Now we want to again bring some more sources like products. That can be done in some time, like loading the data and then making the first row as headers. That is done, and we'll see like this. We have got some three files right now, and we want to bring the information from all of these three files. So to handle this kind of issue, uh, how we can handle or how we can get the data from different tables in Power BI. So we will see all of this in the next session. Okay, tomorrow. So that's all, and we'll see how we can create the joins and all those things, and also we'll see some of the database concept. Okay, small. We'll see the database concepts, fine, and that can be what is that? So this data warehouse housing fundamentals. What are the different schemas we can build, and based on what information and all those, what is the characteristics of data warehouse. So the different schemas, how it works, and different keys. So all those informations, right, we will see in the next class. As much as possible we will try to cover in the next class, fine. So that's all for now, and we can wind up our call with this. Okay, we can wind up our session here, and let's meet tomorrow. So that's all I have for the class. Okay, so let's close this and have this, right. Close it. So this is what we have done now. Just we can save this file in this, and okay, so that's all. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you all.